Welcome to the Week 4 edition of Myerswami. If you're wondering, in fact, I am wearing a polka dot tie. That means this week's first matchup features the 1-2 Giant Lions Penisburgs against the 0-3 Joe Buck Yourselves. Zach's attack features Cam Newton, who we just acquired in the trade from D-Row. Hopefully, Superman has a stronger Week 4 than he did against the Giants last week. Waiver wire pickup of the week, Ryan Williams looks to come in strong for Beanie Wells and fill in his shoes. Williams has been waiting long, highly anticipated runner. He should do well in Arizona's offense. Another pickup of Zach's, Antonio Gates, suffered a rib injury last week. He looks probable for this week. He should play. Rivers always looks to throw to Gates, so he should bounce back. Cardi's attack is led by Aaron Rodgers, who has not had a strong campaign so far in 2012. He has to bounce back and find his receivers. Greg Jennings should be healthier this week. Look for them to have a big week. Filling in for the injured Reggie Bush is Daniel Thomas. If Reggie can't go this week, Daniel Thomas is going to have to step up and carry the load for the Dolphins. Big player of the week goes to Deshaun Jackson. He always torches the Giants defense, and I expect him to do the same thing as always. I don't think the Giants corners can cover him, so it should be a big week for Deshaun. I give the edge in this matchup to Zach. His team is just overall stronger. Next matchup, we have Keith against Christian. Keith's attack features Chris Johnson, who has yet to be himself, and I don't know if he'll ever regain his form. He's rushed for a measly 35 yards this entire season. I don't know. Don't know what to think of it. Next up we have Patterson's own and you all loved it, so the Myerswami is here to bring it back. Let's go, G-Men. Big game this week. Let's fuck up those Eagles. Let's go, baby. Keith's best receiver, Percy Harvin, leads the NFL in receptions. Very surprising. Christian Ponder has been looking his way a lot, and he has one of the highest passer ratings in the league. Very surprising team. Christian seems 3-0. It's led by Arian Foster. He's always a beast. Always looking to run that ball. Next up, he has A.J. Green, who last week caught a pass from the one and only Mohamed Sanu, University of Rutgers. That's right, folks. New Jersey, represent. This is a good matchup, I have to say. I don't know who to give that to. You heard it first here, folks. Upset alert of the week. I'd look for Keith's team to come in and take out the 3-0 Team Sandry. That's right, you still never change your name, but it's great, so keep it. Next matchup, D-Row against Tim. D-Row's team didn't come off to a strong start, so he made a couple trades, added Andre Johnson. What can you say? No one is at his caliber. Top 5 receiver in the league. And also he has Schaub to throw him the ball, so he'll get double points on any touchdown that is thrown. We have to see what that connection will do, if it'll help D-Row's team out at all. I hope for his sake it will. On the other hand, Tim's quarterback, Eli Manning. What can you say? It's like you can't spell Meyer without Jack. You can't spell elite without Eli. Comes into Carolina last week. Hakeem Nicks out. Ahmad Bradshaw out. What does he do? Throw to Ramses Barden all day. Finds a way to make it work. And that's what great quarterbacks do. Eli right now, top 3 quarterback in the league. I don't even want to hear any arguments against it. Tim's receiver Megatron had a strong week last week, and I expect him to do the same this week. Stafford returned to practice, so as long as he's healthy, he should be looking the Megatron's way all day. In this matchup, I predict D-Row to beat Tim. Sorry, Tim. Next matchup, we have Nico against Steve. Nico has a strong running attack. MJD has regained his form and is running for a lot of yards every week. Last week, Welker had turned in a strong week 3 and looks like the Welker of old. Maybe Tom Brady and him set their differences aside and realized without Hernandez, you got to get Welker the ball. Patriots' best receiver, bottom line. Nico's tight end Gronkowski was shut down last week by Ray Lewis. He has to be strong for the Patriots' offensive work. He's got to have a bounce back week. Steve's attack is led by Matthew Stafford, who was banged up last week, but he apparently practiced today and he should be ready to go for Sunday. Steve's receivers are led by Fitzgerald and Brandon Marshall. It seems like Cutler's been forgetting about Brandon Marshall. No pun intended, folks. Last week he only put up 2 or 3 points. Cutler's got to get to his playmaker in order for them to be successful. Larry Fitzgerald. What can you say? Arizona Cardinals. Good job beating the Eagles last week. Very underrated team right there, out there in Arizona. Fitzgerald had a touchdown and 120 receiving yards last week. I said last week Fitz would find a way to be Fitz, and he did. Thank you, Myerswami, for that one. I give the edge in this one to Nico. His team is overall stronger. His running backs, tight ends, very strong. Going to be a tough week for Steve's matchup. Next we have Kyle against Vin. Kyle's attack features Rutgers University's Ray Rice, who had a strong week last week against the Patriots. Jamal Charles, last week's player of the week, put up 44 fantasy points. He ran for 223 yards and added 80 receiving yards on top of that. Crazy week for Charles. It looks like his knee is okay. Everybody's favorite receiver. We all love him. Greg Jennings. That's right, folks. A little banged up last week. He had an alright performance, but look for him to come out strong, throwing with A-Rod. Packers can't afford to lose another game. Chewbacca Town Fuckers coming off their first win. Way to be, Vin. I told you you'd get the victory. Vin's attack led by Drew Brees, who I still can't believe the Saints have not won a game yet, not even found a way. Coming off a rough loss to the Chiefs, you gotta figure Brees will be fired up, but I don't know what to say anymore. Martellus Bennett continues his strong campaign into 2012. Eli's continued to look his way game after game, and Bennett has been delivering. Vin, great draft again. I give the matchup to Kyle right here. His team is overall stronger. His running backs, dominant. Ray Rice, Charles, 2 of the top backs in the game right now. You don't get much better than that. The battle of the undefeateds. Meyer against Trevor. Who you all pulling for, folks? Trevor is led by RG3. And then waiver wire pickup of last week, Andre Brown. What's his role going to be now that Bradshaw's coming back this week? I don't know what to say. Giants got to run that ball. Brown did great. I don't understand how you could shy away from him. The key in this battle will be in Myers and Trevor's flex. Meyer has Lynch and Turner. Vernon Davis, who has had 4 touchdowns in 3 weeks, and he's coming in and having a very strong 2012 performance. Myers pickup last week, LaShore from the Detroit Lions. What can I say? 100 yards. Keep running that rock, son. Help out Meyer. This is the Week 4 edition of Myerswami. Thank you for tuning in, folks. Good luck, bitches.